If you have ever listened to Own Your Choices, Own Your Life, this is a moment that I do not take lightly. This podcast started with one voice, one mic, and a phone, and the decision to share stories and help people to recognize that they were not alone in their own journeys. Now we are very close to celebrating 1,000 episodes with a live in-person podcast event. If this show has ever shifted your thinking, helped you find your voice, reminded you of what is possible, this room, this live event is for you. It is intimate. It is small. It is March 21st in Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario. If you are nearby, we would love to have you there. I can't wait to celebrate with you. Welcome to the Own Your Choices, Own Your Life podcast. I know you are here wanting to change and rewrite your story. You are desiring to step into the impact that you know you are here to create. I am here to guide you with the proven tools and strategies used by myself and our speakers to support you in taking radical responsibility in your life and learning how to own your choices to change your story. My name is Marsha Van Weinsberg. I am a storytelling business coach, master NLP trainer, speaker, podcaster, and 7 times published author. My clients have found freedom and purpose from overcoming their shame stories and learning how to share them with the world. I am so grateful you are here. Let's get started. Welcome back to the show. We are nearing the end of this series on writing your damn book. What does it look like? And this is one that is a little bit more strategy, not just subconscious work, but I want to just paint a picture of like, what if your book that you write actually becomes like your business card? It becomes your, this is who I am story. Your book isn't just a story, it actually can be a strategy to be able to share it. And I don't know who said this, but there was a time recently where it said that, your book is like your business card and putting that business card out there. And for speakers who speak now, it's almost expected that they have a book. And so that's not why you want to do it. But I want to say it can lead you to places you can't see yet. Right now, you've had the download to write this book and it's speaking to you. And I'm saying to you, it can actually be a doorway to open up to opportunities and possibilities you can't even see yet. And so it is actually like becomes this living, breathing mission, purpose driven of your story, what you walk through, what you've experienced, so that it kind of sets you up without even realizing it down the road. Somebody said to me that, they wrote a collaborative chapter. And when the book released, by the time the book released, they looked at it and went, I'm a totally different person now. Like, this feels weird that now I have this story out there, but that's not who I am. And I said, but who do you think is judging you on that? And she's like, well, actually, I am. And I'm like, right. Here's the thing. Everything you do is a snapshot in time. I actually look at my book 9 years ago going, that was a version of me. I'm a very different person now. Yet there's a lot of things that I learned how to do then that I actually just do every day now. Like literally, that's just who I am. Those boundaries are part of who I am. The self-care, the people around me, like all of the pillars in my book, I still do now. So that's how I look at it. Your book is a doorway, okay? It's not like a final destination that you're not going to go anywhere else. It is an opening of a doorway. It's actually the beginning of your work. It can set you up for so much without even realizing it. You're building a know, like, and trust for people to get to know you on a deeper level. Whether it is podcasts, stages, other potential books, collaborations, programs, press, there's a lot of different options that your book, your story can open up that you can't see yet. And I know when I look back at this, like I kind of, even when I have moments today of, I don't know, can I do that? Like, can I actually put myself out there? Can I do that? I'm like, okay, Marsha, let's tap back into 2016 version of you who decided to write her book when no one thought it was a good idea. And can we just pull from her courage a little bit? And that's my reminder to go back to. Now, I know we are humans. We always want to know, like, but what's going to happen after that? What's going to happen when the book goes up? What other things is it going to open? I don't know. and neither do you. You don't know. It actually can open up things you can't see yet. And actually, you're not supposed to see it yet because you have to become the identity and the version of you who can hold that in place. And so that's why I want to share from this lens, because I've actually had this really deep thought process with myself before, that if 2016 version of me could see myself today, if that version could see me, what I'm doing today, this is my full time, this is what I do. I mean, we're approaching podcast episode 1000, and I've got to interview people from all over the world. We've published 7 times. We have a publishing agency. We have a coaching certification, an NLP program, practitioner and master. It is like, it's wild. It is absolutely wild. And I only share that with you because I know with certainty that if my 2016 version had seen this as a possibility, I'm not sure she would have written the book, to be completely honest. I think she probably wouldn't have, because it would have been too scary. I wasn't ready yet. You have to grow into the version of you who gets that book out into the world. So part of what we're doing here and everything in Write Your Damn Book is the subconscious piece to see yourself as the author and proudly sharing your story that you put out into the world. See, your book builds a level of visibility that, I mean, I know, think of how it can be overwhelming to put a post out. Like, there are people that I work with, and I'm not mocking that, just to say, like, the level of anxiety that they have to put a post out is real. A book, next level to that, right? But they still might be called to write the book, but that message is still getting into their head over and over. So there's a level with visibility for book writing and putting your book out into the world. It is long-term visibility, okay? Long-term visibility, putting yourself out there. And that can turn into, like I said earlier, other offers, stages. I mean, podcasts, putting myself out there, getting into groups, speaking, things I could have never ever planned on. And so if you could imagine closing your eyes, only if you're somewhere safe, and visualizing yourself in 3 years from now, or 5 years from now, or maybe just the end of this year, whatever is landing for you, what would you love people to know about you, who you are, and what you stand for? If people could read your book and they could anchor in on it, would they know who you are and know, like, at the core, your values, who you are as a person? Would they be able to understand who you are, what you walked through, what you experienced, and who you are on the other side? And what kinds of opportunities could possibly open for you because of it? What's that message that you're writing in your book that you want the world to know? What would you love for your audience and your readers to know who you are and what you stand for? And as you really anchor in on that and who this book is for, now you can see how you are allowing this book to become that doorway. It opens up, and all of a sudden now your story, your book is creating an opportunity for so many other people to receive support. Your story is something that they were searching for an answer for. I have turned pieces of my book into keynotes. I've been paid to speak at schools. It's like, think and imagine how many opportunities this could create for you. And if your insides are literally screaming like, oh my God, that's too much, then keep leaning in, keep like anchoring in, breathing in, seeing this as a possibility, and knowing that this is all possible for you too. It is. Your book can become a point of legacy that lives on long past you. And I go back to that younger version of myself, and I honor, and I'm so freaking grateful for what she did to get that book out in the world when it made zero sense. There was no business to back it up. I was working in a full-time job. It opened up doors that I didn't know were doors. I had no idea. And it's giving me such a trust in my voice that is available for you as well. You know, when my book released, I've had so many people say, and so many people don't understand about publishing. That's why we're doing this program and this work, is they said, but how much money did you make from it? Like, I mean, it's great that you put your story out there, but like, it'd be great if you actually made money from it. And it's interesting. I can't quantify, just like I can't put a dollar on this podcast because it has led to so many other opportunities. But as we do this, I see it differently. And I see it as it has opened up possibilities and allowed me to see a bigger vision. If I looked at it dollar wise and measured it according to what someone else thought, someone else who's not an author, remember what I said? You always be judged by someone who's not doing what you're doing. This person was not an author. And I was like, thanks for your unsolicited advice. Yes, I said that in this space. But, there was a point, it'll be 2 years ago now, I think two, or maybe two, where I was speaking at an event, a women's event for International Women's Day. And they asked for my book to go out in this group. And it was a group of wealth advisors, women, like 120 in the room. And I had a half an hour talk where I spoke about releasing limiting beliefs. So imagine I'm sitting here going, what am I going to share with this group? But that's what I did. And it really hit home. My message is this. I remember getting so emotional because going to that speaking event 2 years ago, they asked for books. I did a bag. So I had 120 bags for the books. And I just remember feeling like, wow. Like, look at now, all of a sudden, it's not 120 books. It's 120 like opportunities and doors that open that can reach other people. And that's what happens, right? Sometimes your book is going to land on someone's door and maybe they're not the person, but it opens up the next door because they know somebody who it really lands for. That's what can happen. Your book can become your legacy, your launch pad for all that is available for you. And again, out of love, open up doors you can't even see yet. So this is a message I knew I wanted to share because I want you to see, if you're feeling that like tap down to write your book, that it's actually meant for you. And maybe it's because the vision is even far beyond what you could have imagined, which is why it's important to incorporate the tools of subconscious reprogramming so that you can like allow yourself to become the vision, the identity of the author and see that book done. So I love you tons. I hope this message is landing and supporting you. And I am forever, forever cheering you on. If you still want to join us, there is still a couple of live calls left, depending on when you listen to this. And you can join us at the link in the show notes. Have an absolutely incredible day. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Own Your Choices, Own Your Life. If you love this episode, I invite you to tag me on social media with your takeaways or share it with a friend. Please, if you feel called, take 30 seconds to leave a 5-star review, and I will be forever grateful. Until next time, remember, when you own your choices, you truly own your life.